Eureka is our chatbot. Using artificial intelligence, it is an easy way for our customers to get information about business entities and trademarks.
Eureka can help you navigate our website and connect you to the information you need quickly and easily. Powered by Microsoft's artificial intelligence, Eureka is a smart search assistant who uses your search inquiry to pull up the most relevant, useful information.
It allows them to ask Eureka a question, and Eureka will respond. As Eureka's asked questions, Eureka gets smarter each time. The Microsoft tool makes it very easy for our staff to help Eureka get smarter as we go. The goal is to have multiple avenues where customers, business owners, entrepreneurs, professionals can get information related to business entities and trademarks online 24/7.
So instead of customers having to go the old school route, they actually can just use the resources available to them at home and get to that information faster. And so that's really the trend that we're seeing. Other services we've implemented, customers have adopted the new processes and new services very quickly, and so we see Eureka doing the same. Developing Eureka was a very positive experience, knowing that Eureka would help make it easier to do business in California. Microsoft was on hand to help us learn the certain requirements of the Microsoft Q&A Maker. Without having an IT background, I found the Q&A Maker very easy to use and with minimal training. Ultimately, the name Eureka was chosen for a couple of reasons. It is part of our state motto, as well as a term that was used during the historic California Gold Rush, meaning I have found it. So our hope is that customers will use Eureka and find the answer they are seeking.
It was great to work with Shannon, who was able to build the first version of the chatbot and get it up and running in a matter of days. This clearly demonstrates how straightforward it is to build powerful business applications using Microsoft Azure. It's a privilege to work alongside these government innovators as they create the next generation of solutions like advanced chatbots to better serve the public.
We are not stopping here. So this is our first implementation of Eureka, but we are looking to make Eureka even better and improve the services that he provides as time goes on.
Welcome to Voice First TV. I'm going to skip the intro and introduce Eric immediately. Tell us about the video that we just saw here on Voice First TV.
Sure, Ian. Yeah, it's an exciting story. State of California, the Secretary of State said, I want to be the first agency in the California government to have a chatbot. And so my team got involved. I had the first conversation with them about the details. And then next thing you know, a few months later, like 8 weeks later, it was launched, and then it was improved from there. So what's exciting is it gives everybody in California or anyone around the world who wants to start a business in California the opportunity to use voice-based and chat-based technology to help get the information they need to start a business.
Right. And so what's the experience been like for your team with this specific project? Like, what did it take to make this happen? There's so much that goes into new tech, right? Developing new technology. And in many cases, this could save lives. I mean, what you're doing with this tech development, it's amazing what you guys are working on.
It's great, yeah, it can be applied anywhere. And so it's neat, Microsoft invests in this team to try to break that Gordian knot of, well, okay, I know that technology can help our enterprise, but gosh, it takes a long time to really prove the value, and I don't want to put out an RFP before I know it's really going to work for me. So our team comes in and really helps accelerate that progress, show a proof of concept, build it using artificial intelligence, the voice-based services, the chat-based services, other things, and really prove it that, hey, this tech will work. You're going to have integration, you're going to have organizational challenges like any large enterprise, but at least the tech is going to give you that value. Yeah. And that's exciting for us because then we can help come alongside the development teams in the enterprise or partners who will then take it across the the rest of the way and help them accelerate that. So it's a lot of fun because you actually see the difference between talking about tech innovation, talking about new things, and actually building projects that are implementing that and applying that technology, which is really exciting for me because I like to see, there's vision and there's description and there's plans and then there's action and actually implementing, and that's always harder than you think it will be. Right. But at the same time, once you do it, it's real progress.
Right. For a product like this, is this something that you recycle and
Oh, yeah.
you use it. And so if somebody sees this video and they're like, I didn't know that was available. How do I get a hold of Eric?
Yeah.
Can I talk to one of the 30,000 enterprise sales reps at Microsoft about what's happening?
There are 30,000 actually. It's amazing.
I mentioned that. I know, Microsoft.
And I support almost all of them.
You're the best, Microsoft. Once again. So
yeah,
when the people
absolutely.
see
So
that,
here's what
like,
you do.
What's the response that people would take when they see something like this?
Yeah, so what I like to do is not just have the project and get the video and the professionally made video, and because then I was in the government for decades in the national security context, and so I was on the other side of that table, and so I go, well, that's great, you made a video, but you help them, so you're probably not going to help me because you don't want a video from me. How hard is this actually going to be for my team to build this, and how much is it going to cost, and what's involved? So what I like to do is get documentation. So like document the project. So we have code and docs that are available right now. You can go to aka.ms/EurekaBot. So you heard that was the Eureka chatbot. Eureka, EUREKABOT, one word, aka.ms/EurekaBot. And there it is. It's a GitHub repo.
Wow.
And so it's got all the code, all the documentation. You don't have to be a state agency. You can be a small business, any enterprise, anybody can build their own chatbot using these things. And the beautiful thing is, as you saw in the video, Shannon Delgado, she's not a developer, and she built V1 of that chatbot.
That's amazing.
So you don't have to be, don't be intimidated if you're a business analyst and you own the knowledge base of the questions and answers, the type of content that you want to get out to voice through chat framework.
Right.
So you can do that yourself right now.
And so what type of projects would you like to see roll through and be attracted to this? Is it consumer products? Is it enterprise products? Is it solo freelancers? Is it huge teams? They have a little innovation hub? Is it everybody? Why would it be everybody if it is?
Well, yeah, I mean, it can be all of the above, and that's what I like, because if you're a solo practitioner and you're offering this to enterprises, you can take that code and those docs and build it yourself and sell it to them, right? And you maintain it and you add value. Or if you're the enterprise and you have an in-house dev team and you're thinking about chatbots, just go, don't take my word for it or your Microsoft sales team, just go test it yourself. Or small businesses or anybody who's interested in that. And then the next step for that is we are taking that to voice and voicing that, enable it so people can be in their car and ask Alexa or Google or Cortana, how do I start a business in California? What are the forms I need to? What are the calendar dates? All that stuff that right now it's great for the consumer because they can get access to the information fast, but also it's great for the agency because they didn't get a staff augmentation when with all the growth that we've had of California businesses. Right. So it saves them answering the emails and all that business ROI as well. So anybody who's interested in chatbots can go use this and walk through those steps. They wouldn't put the state of California Secretary of State's knowledge base. They would put their own knowledge base and the content they want to get to chat. And remember, everything in voice runs on a chatbot framework. So it's just a voice to text and text to voice. So there's your foundation right there.
Now we're going to watch another video. So we're going to go to right away. No Frisbee throw for those that have been watching. Frisbee's not coming. You're just going to cut to the video right when Eric ends explaining it. So the next video is going to be...
So this is another example of an enterprise with a kind of very mission-specific use case. So picture a policeman pulls somebody over. Normally they call dispatch to run the license plate, make sure the car's not reported stolen, for example, or if they're running someone's driver's license. But they might end up waiting a long time because dispatch has to prioritize sort of live crimes or crimes in progress, things like that. And so traffic stops, unfortunately, are the lower priority. So that's just the way it is. And so this is a way to use voice and keep hands-free. The other thing is if the officer types it into the laptop in their car, essentially, now their situational awareness goes down because they got hands on keyboards and eyes focused, not on what they pulled over for. So this enables them to not have to activate their radio or their laptop and get the answer they need about the return query. So it takes the voice, goes to custom speech. You'll see that. They'll actually use their 1029 a plate, right? Police-specific code words that run through that Azure custom speech service that you can program for anything, and then goes to Lewis, the language understanding, and then goes the JSON query into the database, returns the string, converts it from text to speech, so the officer gets the reply that he's looking for. So it's an exciting way. That's scaling all over the world. I got New Zealand police, I got Nottingham police in the UK. All these people want to do this
This really
stuff.
saves lives.
Yeah.
Because if a cop looks down, if a cop's on his fingers,
Right.
next thing you know,
Situational awareness goes down.
you're
dangerous
not-
things
right.
happen.
So
Yeah.
let's roll that video immediately and enjoy learning about Coptivity.
Thanks, Ian.
Coptivity is this idea that voice interface is becoming a natural way for people to work.
Instead of calling dispatch, where they call in a license plate number that can take up to 30 minutes, they can easily just say the license plate number, which goes to a chatbot using cognitive services.
Adam 12, go ahead.
Chris would transcribe that information, and then from there that will go to the Lewis service in Azure, which then understands that the deputy is intending to run the registered owner.
Property successfully queried. Your plate is 1129 exempt by statute for last of Zalt, first of Tiffany on a 71 Chev.
Giving an officer, a deputy, better situational awareness in the moment, because now he's keeping his eyes on the situation, immediately give the plates, and then get information before he even steps out of the car.
It also saves the time of dispatchers so they can focus on more complex queries.
With the Coptivity, they don't need to call anymore. So in a couple minutes, they can have their results, and that will be amazing, and in some scenarios, life-saving.
Utilizing Lewis and the different software available on the Azure stack is what makes this possible.
We're looking at Azure to really transform what we do and how we do it and bring new innovations to the table.
When you can use the new tools and services that technology is providing and make everything easier, faster, and more efficient to your end users.
So that they can basically do what they need to do. Right? It's leveraging technology to solve problems.
Artificial intelligence is a great example of how our customers are able to leverage amazing hyperscale capabilities that we built in our facilities and use them uniquely and creatively on the edge. And I think you'll find a great example of using voice assistant and cognitive services to develop a solution that hopefully will actually help our public safety and our officers that are out on the edge provide better services to the citizens.
It's one of the things that makes me proud to work at Microsoft. We invest resources to help customers accelerate progress on their digital transformation journey.
It's a continuous process, right? We just continuously move forward. That's kind of, the way I see digital transformation is more like digital evolution.